What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Tech and Tactical. Today I wanted to show you guys my Victorinox Swiss Army Classic SD. This is a tiny little Swiss Army knife, and the reason I got this is because it fits really nicely into my EDC, so I'll do an update on that as well. But I wanted you guys to get a quick look at this thing, and I'll kind of give you my thoughts and tell you kind of what I think about it. Also, before we get started, it came in this tiny little box. You know, it's a tiny little knife, came in a tiny little box. There's the description. Okay, and then nothing came in it, I don't think, at all. This thing didn't come, maybe it did come with a manual, but I don't think it did. I can't find it if it did. So it just came in a tiny little box. You know, it's a tiny little knife. This paracord obviously didn't come on there. I tied that on there because the thing is so tiny, it's hard to actually keep a hold of. So that actually helps kind of keep it in where it's supposed to be. And then, as I said in previous videos, we're going to start with some specs. So here's the specs on this thing. They're saying the height is 0.4 inches, like a half inch. The length is 2.3 inches. And the weight's 0.7 ounces. I do have my scale here. And we do have a ruler as well. So I'll be able to show you guys kind of what's going on there. This has got a paracord on it, but 22.3 grams. 0.79 ounces. 0.7, yeah, 0.79. So it's like way under an ounce. So this thing is tiny. Very light, very small. Here it is next to a ruler. So you can see this thing is really tiny. You know, it's like 2 inches long. So this is one of the small ones, but as I said, that's why I got it. You know, I wanted something that would fit kind of into my kit. Wouldn't take up too much space. You know, I do carry a knife daily, at least one. So I don't really need this for the knife. I kind of wanted it for the other tools. And for a quick size comparison, here it is next to my Benchmade Freak. So you can see this thing is very, very tiny as far as size. All right, so what features does this thing have? Really, one of the main reasons I got it is for the scissors. You know, I wanted to have a decent pair. I mean, they're tiny, but nice and sharp and new. Decent pair of scissors. You know, it's one of the things that my kit was missing. You know, I do carry a knife, of course, so I've got a blade on me at all times, but I don't have a knife or any blade in my kit. Or scissors, of course. So I wanted to, you know, get something that had some decent little scissors on it. So that was kind of the first thing, and that is the only thing on that side. Are these cool little spring-assisted scissors. You know, they're those classic spring-assisted scissors that you get with your Swiss Army knives. And the thing is really they cut quite well. You know, so pretty good cutting action. They're as I said, they're obviously tiny, but you know, that's kind of the point. So on that side, all you get is scissors. On the other side, you get a tiny little blade, and we'll get the ruler back out. I mean, cutting edge is a little over an inch. So tiny little knife blade. And then the other thing that's in there is a file. And I think they're also calling it a flathead screwdriver. You know, I guess it is one. So those are the two tools in that side. And then it's got, and this is really one of the reasons I got this, it's got a great little pair of tweezers in it. You know, you guys already know this if you are fans of these knives. You know, they do put a cool little pair of tweezers in there. You know, tweezers are something that I don't carry, so it's great to have. And then it's got a little toothpick as well, you know, like they come with. So that's cool too. So you do have some different, you know, some different stuff in there. And this is kind of the, I think, the smallest and one of the simplest ones you can get, you know, in their, in the lineup, in their Swiss Army knife lineup. So as far as construction and like blade centering and everything, it is very, this one did come very even. Everything is very, you know, seems like it's really well made. There's no blade, you know, there's no wobble on the tools. Everything came pretty sharp. I'll give you guys a little. So, you know, it's not sharp, but it cuts paper. So it's not, certainly not dull. But again, I don't really use this thing, the knife on it very often. I don't think I have used it at all. Let me wipe it off. You know, if I need a knife, I pull out my knife. But, you know, great little backup, you know, as far as being in there. So, again, I just wanted to show you guys kind of, you know, a quick look at this thing. I wanted to let you guys see it in person. And then the way it fits into my kit, you know, it sits right here and kind of completes my daily carry kit. You know, this is the one that goes with me everywhere. This is the Maxpedition Micro. I do have a Maxpedition Fatty as well, but that one like stays in my backpack. This one actually goes with me no matter where I go, because this can even fit into one of my pockets. So, you know, I really like that. You know, the one last thing I'd say is I really had to put paracord on this thing. If the thing is way too tiny to even, you know, it's not even as long as my smallest finger. You know, it's very tiny. So I put this paracord on there. It does provide quite a bit of additional grip. You know, I was using the scissors. I've used them a few times, and it really kind of adds that additional grip on there. So all in all, I'd really like it. You know, these things, there's two more things I would say that make these really cool. First of all is the price. These things are under 20 bucks. You know, they're like 16 and depending, you know, right around there, depending on which color. And that's the second great thing, which is these come in all sorts of different colors. You know, I really liked the Field Master, I think that's what it's called, and the Backpacker, but those really only come in red and black most of the time. You know, this one comes in tons and tons of colors. It comes in patterns, I mean, you name it. So thanks for coming. I know this was just a quick video just to show you guys this little guy. Please like and subscribe. Put some comments down below. Let me know who carries, if somebody out there carries these, what you think of them. I really like it for what it is. A tiny little tool that, you know, can come in really handy when I need to cut, you know, make some precision cuts or whatever. Thanks again.